Hey everybody, it's Jeff from Yawk, and I'm here in beautiful Atlantic City, right behind the Jim Whelan Boardwalk Hall, or what used to be the convention hall here in Atlantic City years and years ago. Today they're doing a car show inside, so we're going to go and check that car show out, maybe check out the world's largest pipe organ, which is also inside that Boardwalk Hall. We'll check that out as well. Just follow me, it's going to be an interesting afternoon. I always make it a habit when I'm walking on the boardwalk here in Atlantic City. If I'm walking in front of Boardwalk Hall, I always poke my head inside just to see what's going on. Usually there's something always going on inside Boardwalk Hall. Also, there's the police substation here, as well as the Atlantic City Information Center. So if you're looking to get some information on what's going on around town and brochures and things like that, stop inside here. As soon as you walk into Boardwalk Hall, there's pretty much an Atlantic City museum in here. Lots of exhibits going back to the origins of this city, and just lots of things to see and do and check out the history of this town. And of course, it's free. You'll just walk in and enjoy the air conditioning and check out a lot of the artifacts they have here. I had a busy day in town today doing a lot of recording, and unfortunately, I'm coming near the very end of this car show. I think there's like a half hour left. They were also giving demonstrations of that world's largest pipe organ. Unfortunately, I missed that, but I do have a video here on the New York channel of the Jim Whelan, pretty much the entire place, including that museum and the world's largest pipe organ. That's in that video as well, so check that video out here on the New York channel. So I really do enjoy car shows. I've enjoyed cars ever since I was a young boy. I think when I was about 12, 13, I really got into cars. I used to go to the car showrooms and ask them for brochures. That's when they had brochures. I don't even think they have brochures anymore. But I used to be that little pesky 12, 13-year-old going into the showroom asking the salesman for brochures on the Mustangs or the new Camaros or something like that. And of course, a lot of them just looked at me and ignored me, and I just went and got the brochures myself. And a lot of them had a really good attitude, thinking that, well, someday this guy's going to buy a car from me. So they gave me the brochures and were very nice to me. And, well, ever since then, I've really been a car enthusiast, and I go to a lot of car shows. I never record them. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you like to see more car shows? This one really wasn't that big. I'm going to say there's about 24 cars here. Some of them really nice. Some of them look like they just belong in the parking lot outside. So, but I really do go to some nice car shows, and if that's something that interests you, leave a comment below. If not, then I'll just enjoy them myself. In any event, since there's not that many cars here today, we'll briefly check them all out. Some of these cars are pristine, others are works in progress, like that delivery van we saw when we first walked in. That's a 1951 Pontiac delivery sedan. A little rust on it, but I'm sure someday that car is going to look beautiful. This is a really good looking late 70s Cadillac Eldorado. It's a 1978 Cadillac Eldorado with the Bada Bing license plates. Sometimes it's good to look at the inspection stickers too. So this car has an inspection sticker that says it hasn't been inspected since 2001, which is quite a while ago, 24 years ago. So these cars, this particular car I should say, has not been driven on the street. It's basically towed to car shows like this one. This Cadillac looks all original, and it's in pretty good shape for being all original. So it's almost 50 years old, and the paint's got a little orange peel to it, and the leather seats are a little cracked, but I think this car is pretty much the way it rolled off the showroom almost 50 years ago. And if you ask me, except for those New Jersey Bada Bing license plates, this car is screaming Texas. And right next to the 1978 Cadillac Eldorado is a 1988 Cadillac Elante, 10 years newer. This car also looks completely original. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to the New York channel if you haven't done so already. It's easy, just click on that little New York logo in the lower right hand corner of the screen. It's free, it's easy, and you get some great content. Also, if you can, give the video a thumbs up and click on that notification bell. That'll let you know when new videos are uploaded to the channel. Also, if you can, share the video on your social media. That gets the video more views and the channel new subscribers. If you'd like to stand out from all the other subscribers and would like to support the channel at the same time, why not become a member? Membership has its perks. I'll leave a link on becoming a member in the upper right hand corner of the screen. Also, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. Like I said, membership has its perks and it helps you stand out from all the other subscribers. Thanks for your support, guys. And a shout out to Joel, known around here as J Bart. He left a super thanks on my latest Atlantic City video, one right before this one. The events going on here in town in Atlantic City during the month of August. If you plan on visiting Atlantic City during the month of August, make sure you check that video out. Lots of tips on things going on, events around town, and it'll really help you out as far as giving you ideas on things to do. Once again, thank you very much for your support, Joel. I do appreciate it. Here's a 1940 LaSalle. Every time I see a LaSalle at a car show, I think of All in the Family. Why do I think of All in the Family? Well, first of all, how many of you people remember All in the Family, the television show? And they had a theme song at the beginning where there was one line a lot of people didn't understand, and the line went, G.R.O. LaSalle ran great. That's what they were singing, and a lot of people just had no idea what they were singing. This is a beautiful car. Here we have a nice seafoam green 1969 Dodge pickup. I always wanted a pickup, and till this day I still would like one. However, I always dreaded those phone calls that I know I would be getting from friends and family. Listen, can you do me a favor? Here we have a nice example of a 1965 cross-country wagon Rambler. They even dropped the seats on this one just to show you how people slept as they were driving cross-country. Just a little close up here, this car actually had screens on the window. Even the luggage on the roof rack is vintage. Hey, in case you're wondering, yes, that is the Jersey Jeff Eats theme song we're listening to. Here we have a 1960 American Motors Rambler. Back in the day, 1960, you could have bought this car for $2,268 new. Today, that'll get you an oil change and a smile from the mechanic. Well, maybe not even a smile from the mechanic. By the way, those window stickers showing the information about the car, the options, and the prices are super rare. Most people, when they got the cars, they tore them off the windows and threw them out. These days, if like this car is 65 years old, it's super rare that you see the original sticker still on the window. Well, maybe it hasn't been on the window all this time, but they saved it. Whoops, actually I lied. That Rambler was $2,700, almost $2,800 with those options. just some interesting facts about the Jim Whelan Boardwalk Hall for those of you who want to know a little bit about its history. This place was built during 1926 and 1929. It was Atlantic City's primary convention center until the opening of the new Atlantic City Convention Center in 1997. Boardwalk Hall was declared a U.S. National Historic Landmark in 1987 as one of the few surviving buildings from the city's early heyday as a seaside resort. The venue seats 10,500 people for like a regular game, like a hockey game, but it has a maximum capacity of almost 15,000 people for concerts and things like that. As many of you know, this was home to the Miss America pageant for a long time, and all the ones that were crowned in Atlantic City were crowned right on that stage here. Boardwalk Hall contains the world's largest musical instrument, which happens to be a pipe organ with over 33,000 pipes. That's a lot of sound. It's the world's largest console as well. We'll take a look at that console in a moment. As I mentioned, the show was closing. I got here for the last half hour, so you won't be able to hear the organ on this video, but you can hear it on a previous video I did here on the New York channel. Just type in Boardwalk Hall in the search thing and you'll come up with that video. You can hear the actual organ playing here in the convention hall. In 2018, New Jersey approved legislation to dedicate Atlantic City's Boardwalk Hall in honor of Jim Whelan, who was a former mayor of Atlantic City and a state senator who died in 2017. This hall was also the venue for the August 1964 Democratic National Convention that nominated U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson as the Democratic Party's candidate for the 1964 U.S. presidential election, 9 months after the assassination of his predecessor, John F. Kennedy, in November 1963. The following weekend, the Beatles played here. As a matter of fact, tons of acts played here, including Judy Garland, the Rolling Stones, Bruce Springsteen, Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera, John Bon Jovi, Celine Dion, Fish, Jennifer Lopez, Madonna played here. And of course, the hall is used for tons of sporting events. Here's a nice 1974 Stingray with side pipes, and it's for sale in case anyone's in the market. Here's a Chevy Chevelle SS. Back in the day, my brother-in-law had one of these before he was actually my brother-in-law. He was my sister's boyfriend. He blew a head gasket, and we took that engine apart right there at the curb in the street. It was a weekend project. We took it apart. We put it back together. We were very proud of ourselves, and we learned a lot about cars during that little weekend experiment. That was back in the day when cars were pretty much easy to work on. These days, I have no idea what's going on under that hood. I mean, combustion engines really haven't changed that much, but it's just everything around it. You have to be a computer scientist to work on a car today. He had the Chevelle SS and I had a Plymouth Barracuda. We used to race over at Raceway Park in, I believe it was Englishtown, New Jersey. I'd love to see a Barracuda here, but they're very hard to come by these days. But I do spot a car that I also used to own here at the car show. We'll be coming upon that shortly. Speaking of coming upon things, I was spotted by another YouTuber as I was working my way around these cars. I believe her name was Mary. Mary, if you're watching this, I have a feeling you are. I'm so sorry I forgot the name of your channel, but do me a favor, if you are watching, leave a comment with a link to your channel. I know you're doing some AC content, and my subscribers would love to see some more AC content, so leave a link. It'll probably go directly to spam, as links do, but I will okay it and make sure that my subscribers have access to that channel. So check her channel out if Mary is watching and she does leave it. She's also familiar with Jennifer Sparks, so we're getting a couple more AC people here on YouTube, and that's really cool with me. And it was very cool meeting you, and I believe it was your husband as well, Mary. Thanks for spotting me and saying hi. Here's where I'm spotted by Mary, and my knee-jerk reaction when I'm recording is to always turn my camera off when I'm being approached, and unfortunately I did that but didn't turn it back on, so I wish I recorded our conversation. I'm sorry, Mary, and don't forget, leave a link. These Chevys from the 50s are really American classics, and they always remind me of the movie American Graffiti. So we pretty much started off with a delivery truck that wasn't restored, and we're going to be ending shortly soon with a delivery truck right here that's been restored. I don't know why, but this Oldsmobile reminds me of the Brady Bunch. I don't know if they drove an Oldsmobile or not. I know Mike Brady at one time had either a Barracuda or a Challenger, but I'm pretty sure they had a car like this one as well. There's 2 or 3 AMC Ramblers at this show. It's a really good looking car. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a car here at the show that I previously owned myself. Mine was a little bit different. This is a Ford Mustang. This is a 1968 Fastback. I had a 1965 Coupe. Mine was red. I sold it years ago. I kept it for quite a while. It was a garaged car. I kept it for quite a while and eventually sold it to someone who was exporting it to, believe it or not, Poland. If only I had known further down the road I'd be Jeff from New York, I wouldn't have sold it. It would have been the star of a lot of my videos, kind of like that whole Guy Fieri thing. Although if some of you remember, I was driving around Las Vegas in a Camaro convertible, kind of like that Guy Fieri thing as well. This is a beautiful car and I really loved mine. For those of you who don't know, the Mustang was designed by Lee Iacocca. This car literally started the pony car revolution. Pony cars being Mustangs, Camaros, Firebirds, and pony obviously because of Mustang. And that eventually led to the muscle car revolution of the 70s. This beautiful car, similar to mine, started the whole thing. I have a business degree and we learned in marketing all about buyer's remorse. Well, this is a good example of seller's remorse. So here we are closer up to the stage area, that beautiful mural that's behind the stage, the backdrop, and that's the console to the world's largest pipe organ. It's funny, when you walk into the hall from the lobby, you can barely see the pipe organ. This hall is so huge, but when you're close up to it, it really is huge. There are hundreds of keys and buttons and pedals. It must take someone forever to learn how to work it. But of course, that's just the console. The pipes are throughout this building, and like I said, 33,000 of them. We're on our way out, and on our way out, I'm just going to show you a couple of posters they have here of some of the artists that played in this hall. This was a dark hallway, so I had to turn the brightness up during the editing process, which makes for a grainy picture. Sorry about that. As I was leaving Boardwalk Hall, I noticed they were doing a sound check for tonight's Mardi Gras music concert. Just a sound check. There's no crowd outside yet. The crowd came later in the evening when the actual concert was going on. And while I was recording this, again, I was spotted by another AC YouTuber. I forgot your name, but if you want, just, again, leave a comment with the link of your AC channel, and I'd be more than happy to post it for my subscribers. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, share it on your social media, and become a New York member, please. And again, if you want to see more car shows, let me know in the comments below. If I don't see any comments, then I won't do any more. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around the city. And again, this was just the afternoon sound check for the concert they were going to hold later this evening.